Welcome back to Influence Redefined. Be the leader you were meant to be Monday to Monday. We are getting ready for the big book launch on February 7th of this year. Your message this week is about your reputation. Is your reputation one that you're proud of Monday to Monday? A couple of months ago, we received a call from Michael. Michael is a VP of sales here in Chicago, and every Monday, Michael brings his team together for their weekly sales meeting. A couple of weeks ago, Michael shared with me that he was walking to the conference room. His team was in the conference room. They didn't realize he was in the hallway when Michael overheard one of his team members say, "I wonder which Michael is going to show up today." Now, that's feedback. I shared with Michael how fortunate he is that he received that constructive feedback. Many leaders that we partner with go throughout their careers never really knowing what their peers, their teams, and their clients are saying behind their back. Let's face it, your reputation communicates who you are, it communicates what people can expect from you, and it communicates your personal brand. I bet you can relate to this concept. How many of you, like me, every morning when I enter my office, one of the first steps that I take is I look at my Outlook calendar to see who I am having meetings with, conversations with that day. Is there ever that name in your Outlook box where you look at that calendar and you're thinking, oh, not today? Because this person is long-winded, they ramble, they take too long to get to the point, they waste your time, there's never any action steps, and they don't provide you value. Avoid being that person. I mean, let's face it, your emails enter the inbox of your reader before you ever hit send. Your reputation enters the room before you ever get there. It enters your client's site before you ever get there. Be the individual who, when someone sees your name in their calendar that morning, they're thinking, I don't even need to bother to attempt to catch up on my email because this person has brevity, they provide value, they have impact. That's what your reputation needs to communicate. Have you ever given it thought? Does your reputation have impact, or does it distract from the level of influence that you have? I want to make sure that you leave this video knowing what to do to just take a closer look. Take on these action steps. Immediately after watching this video, take 2 minutes to identify who this week in your personal life and your professional life you can ask 2 individuals that you trust, where you're going to ask them before Friday of this week, how do I come across? How would you define my reputation in one word? Whether it's in my personal life, whether when you see me in a high stakes meeting, a face-to-face, more informal conversation, or a virtual conversation. After they give you that feedback, action step number 2, write down today 2 to 3 adjectives that best describe how do you want to be perceived no matter who you interact with, no matter what medium you're trying to push that message through. Put this in your front pocket. Something that I do that I have found is very valuable is I need an accountability partner as well. I cannot judge myself or identify my reputation without someone giving me that feedback. I shared with you in earlier videos, my sisters will tell me how it is. You perhaps have someone like that in your life. She is at times a silent observer on some of my calls. Before we go on that call, I will say to her, here are my adjectives, here's how I want to come across. Would you pay attention to that? And she's always more than happy to give me that feedback. After the call, her and I meet for 5 minutes. Come on, I know you have 5 minutes in your day to take care of yourself, take care of your own development. She shares with me that feedback. I write it down on a Post-it note, in addition to identifying what am I willing to discipline myself, to commit to focus on, to make sure I accomplish that feedback, that action step, within 30 days. And I place it on my computer monitor. Now, you know what happens. If you put in the work, you will accomplish those action steps. To tear them off your workstation area, to put up another Post-it. Let's give you another action step. Today, before you leave the office, you owe it to yourself, you owe it to your development, and you owe it to everyone that interacts with you. Identify 3 action steps. What will you do this week to start enhancing how people experience you Start enhancing the reputation you want versus perhaps the one you have right now. If you do that, and if you keep taking all these action steps that I've been giving you with every Monday video, I would bet even by now, you're starting to see enhancements to how people respond to you and the results that you're getting. My gift to you, on January 30th, I would like to give you a complimentary chapter of Influence Redefined. If you want that, all you need to do is click on the link that you see below this video. Thank you so much for joining me this week. Good luck with your influence this week. I look forward to seeing you next week, Monday. Take care.